about when we talk of agriculture. So when you get the understanding of list them, then you can build on that understanding you have gotten. Now, back to my explanation. It's not just one corn, just a grain. You plant it. When the seed grows.
Hello, good day, and welcome to the episode 4 of the Gen Z Farmer series. My name is Daniel Elisha Avakav, popularly known as the Unilorin Farmboy. I am glad and happy to be given the opportunity to belong to this great movement of the Aloe Foundation, and I want to give out kudos to the leadership of this platform for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this series. It all started when I was in 200 level. The inspiration to venture into not just studying agriculture but also educating people on how to go about handling this aspect or profession of their life. So I was thinking of a name that I will like. It will be a capsule that will also include other people to belong to this great movement of educating people about agriculture. So I just thought of creating my social media platform that will enable me to bring in people of like minds together and also encourage others to be or to also encourage others who are not really enjoying this profession, who feel less of themselves, to also feel among. So I sat, and that was towards the end of 200 level, getting to 300 level, and it just occurred to me that I want to start a social media presence, and the name will be Unilorin Farmboy, because I love family a lot, and saying the fact that I was a student, or I'm still a student of the university, then I just decided to use my university's name to come about the Unilorin Farmboy, and that is how the journey began. My greatest experience from what I've learned in the classroom and what I have experienced in real life is that agriculture is divided into two: the theory and practical aspect of it. And if you give me the opportunity to share in ratios, rating it by 10, I would say the theory aspect of it is 3%. While the practical aspect of it is 7%. And I'm glad that I already have the majority of the practical aspect of agriculture before starting the theory in the university. So I discovered that there are a lot of things that practical will teach you that theory will never teach you in the classroom. Some things that experience will teach you in real life, because this you are using your hands to do. And that is what I've been doing for a couple of years, right from when I was a child. And I really understand the fact that agriculture is more of practical than the theory. So one of the greatest lessons that or differences I could say, practical and theory, is that for you to start anything about agriculture, I will advise you to go into the theory aspect, not just the theory aspect of it, but also the practical aspect of it, because if you lack the practical aspect of it, there are several mistakes that you will do. But if you have somebody who will teach you or mentor you or guide you on how to go about it, you will skip all those mistakes and you will also do well in agriculture. So one of the things that the practical aspect of agriculture has taught me is that it has really taught me how to escape all these mistakes, learn from others, and from there build on. Okay, it is actually very simple how I balance school, my farm work, and my branch or my presence online. It is just priority. Somebody like me, you will never see me doing anything that is not worth my time. One of the things that I do is that I set priorities. I manage my time well. And one thing that really helps me a lot is that what I do in school is what I do online. So sometimes I might be reading, But out of the things I'm reading, if I should get a new knowledge, I will quickly type it and drop online. So it's just like what I'm doing online is my own practical and normal life. Also, it is what I'm doing in school. So I might be online, but I'm still learning, and it is still in line with what I'm doing in school. So it has not really contradicted it at all. And hardly will you see me. I'm not saying watching of movies is bad, or going out to catch fun with friends, or have all these social activities is bad, but because of what I have to do now, I have really placed a hold on some aspect of my life that I feel I'm sacrificing now to build this presence online, because it is the people first before myself, because I am serving the people. One of the misconceptions that a lot of young people or young farmers, don't let me say young people, young farmers out there find or get in this industry of agriculture is that if they really did not have that mindset or the positive mind towards this profession, once they are given the course, you see some people crying that, oh, why would they give me this course? They already make themselves belittled by themselves, not even others. So what they say about this, or once they mention any word agriculture, they now see boom. How will I be taking who and cutlass to the farm? How will I be doing this? How will I be working under the sun? However, but one advice I will give you out there is that agriculture has really advanced beyond just hoe and cutlass working under the sun. We have sophisticated and advanced machines and technology in agriculture now that I would really want to introduce to you. If you feel you want to learn, I am willing to introduce that to you, but not in this video though. So that's just it. Well, farming has really taught me patience and resilience. Let me cite an example. Whether you are in the livestock aspect of farming or you are in the crop protection aspect of farming, either ways you really need patience and resilience, because for example, I am a fish hatcher. I hatch fish from fingerlings and I sell them. So once from the day you hatch, from that very day, you need extraordinary care and patience for you to train them up growing. And once you plant something, sometimes you have to be patient for the crop to grow, and it will take several months sometimes for you to be patient enough before that crop reaches production. So I have really learned to be patient. I have really learned to be resilient. I have really learned not to be in a hurry to achieve a particular result, but most especially to be patient enough to get the required result. There's a saying or an adage that says, when you are in a rush, you harvest a mushroom with cut ears, or I don't really know how to translate that directly, but that is just a literal interpretation of it. Once you rush in life, you will harvest the mushrooms that the ears are plucked off. So agriculture has really taught me to be patient. Yeah, I've had series of scenarios whereby a lot of people tend to ask me questions, why will I study agriculture? In fact, when I was doing my A level, director they asked me that which course did I want to study, because he saw me to be somebody of potentials who's either going to pharmacy, medicine, MLS, or any of these medical related courses. But to his greatest surprise, I told him that I am going to study agriculture, and he was shocked that why would I study agriculture. So I've received that question a lot, and the answer I give them simply is this: agriculture is one of, not just one, but the mother of all courses. It is the mom of that gives birth to all courses, because there is no how you go a day without relying on an agriculturist or a farmer that you belittle or look down on. Every day you eat at least once. Who produces that food? Of course, it is we farmers that produce the food for you to eat. So I have received that question several times, and one thing that has really helped me is that I have really built this sense of antidote against people like that who tend to belittle me for studying agriculture. I don't give chance or room for them at all, and that should be one of the advice that I will give you out there. Be proud of what you are doing. Form an antidote against external forces that will tend to belittle you or make you feel inferior for studying agriculture. I feel one of the biggest challenges young people face when venturing into agriculture is number one, lack of proper knowledge or guidance. Then number two, capital. Capital is not the number one actually. The number one is lack of proper knowledge and guidance. A lot of people go into agriculture with the mindset of, oh, this there is money in this, there is money in this, without seeking the proper guidance and seeking the proper channel on how to go about them knowing the proper and right aspect of this. One thing about agriculture is that it has a pattern, just as every other aspect of life is. Agriculture has a pattern, and what is the pattern of agriculture? You need to follow the protocols and the right steps on how to go about it. Step one, step two, step three. Do not assume things are just easy. Oh, everybody is into broiler production. There is money there, of course. There are some people that can make up to 100% profit in broiler production. But before they got to that stage, what are the things that they've done? What are the experiences they've had? The money and the investment they've made in them getting that aspect. A lot of people do skip this without really getting the proper knowledge and proper guidance. They will just venture into this. So I would say one of the challenges a lot of young people face is lack of knowledge and proper guidance. Then the number two is capital. Yeah. Well, a lot of things have happened at the farm. Aside my online presence and other things that I've been doing, I also manage a farm. That is the McHenry Farms. And one of the things we do a lot of things on the farm. We process catfish, we hatch catfish, we process cassava into gari, we raise balls, layers, turkey, all this. We've done all that before. But one of the greatest threat I've ever faced or challenge I've ever faced is that during our time of hatching of catfish, we traveled. For people who are conversant in Kwara State, we are based in Ilorin here, but we traveled to offer local government to go and get about, was it between 35,000 to 40,000 fingerlings, fries, not fingerlings, then fries. That is a less than 2 weeks newly hatched fish. They call them fries. So we got them about 35 to 40,000 thereabouts. So we grew them up. In fact, more than 50% of that cost was on loan, on credits. Let me put it that way. So it was less than 2 weeks before we start selling them. Then we discovered that they just started dying. They died, and we lost over 30,000. So it was just like a disaster, and we felt discouraged. So how did we go about this? That is just agriculture for you. You need to plan for the what ifs happening. So before you venture into anything, most especially agriculture, plan for what if. Okay, this thing you are investing in, what if disaster or calamity before you? Do you have any savings that you quickly run to and make a backings? That is what saved us. We ran to our savings and we reinforced and came back stronger. And today you are seeing what you are seeing on my branch. Yeah, there are a lot of misconceptions that I am trying to challenge as the Unilorin Farmboy, and that is one of the reasons why I really brought up the idea of encouraging people and also enlightening them with my platforms across all social media. And one of the challenges is the misconception of young people thinking agriculture is for the less privileged. No, 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 no. In fact, we are all farmers. That is my number one challenge. I want to change that mentality. I want to change that belief. And I want to change the conception that many young people have about agriculture, that it is the job being done manually with hoe and cutlass. No, 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 no. That is a very wrong misconception. Agriculture is now mechanized. We have a lot of good and advanced technologies now in agriculture, which is truly making agriculture look sexy, and I love that so much. All right, so one of the skills that agriculture has really taught me that no one will ever get it in class is number one, adaptability. Your ability to adapt to different kind of situations. You will be on your farm today, and despite the fact that you are an experienced farmer, sometimes up to 5 years of experience, you will get to encounter some things that you've never seen in your life at all before. So as the world is advancing and evolving, there are new things that are coming. So adaptability, that thing, that skill has to be one of the greatest skill that every successful or potential successful farmer should have. Your ability to adapt to every situation as the world evolves. And in addition to that, your ability to handle practical life situations and challenges. Yes, farming has really taught me that your ability to handle real life challenges, because there are some things that, irrespective of your theoretical knowledge, your school knowledge, you'll never get it. But once you start doing it gradually, experience will be teaching you like that, and from there, boom, you've caught up the fire and you've grown. Well, if my first year self saw me today, what would be my greatest surprise? Well, my greatest surprise is going to be, how is this possible? Because getting to be a student, manage a farm, create content across at minimum of 5 social media platforms and manage them, and also manage yourself and do a lot of, like, how is this ever possible? So despite the fact that I have this inspiration, I have the knowledge, I have the, I have the understanding. When I was in my first year, it was just how would I put it now? It was just like a dream, but now it is a reality. So I would be surprised that then if I was filled with fear, but as everything started, matters were unfolding, and this is where we are today. So I would be so surprised and shocked that this is really possible. And one of the surprise that I will get is that I will actually, not a surprise though, but I will be motivated that, since so person can do this, then it is very possible that yes, my dreams can come true. Well, I feel this is the most important aspect of these questions and answers. So, what I will advise them is that, well, the first thing is that you should cut away with the mindset that you are in a wrong direction. Anybody at all, quote me anywhere, that is studying agriculture is in the right profession. Because you know why? People eat every day, and no matter how people farm, food will always be in demand across the ends of the world. So the advice I will give you is that, number one, have the mindset that you are in the right direction. That is the number one thing I will tell you. And number two, never you allow anybody belittle you that you are studying agriculture. If anybody tries to belittle you, report the person to the Unilorin Farmboy. So one of the advice I will also give you before calling this question and answer section to a close is that agriculture is the bedrock of every society. When you check the world and global economies, majority of them thrive under agriculture. Coming back to the colonial era, where agriculture was the main source of income for our dear country Nigeria, how was it then compared to now that we are solely dependent on crude oil? You can see the difference. And I made a statement a few days ago, that if peradventure I am made the president of this country, I will bring agriculture back to be the number one income of this country. And trust me, by so doing, you will see that the economy of this country will soar high, and a lot of people, more than 50% of people, will escape poverty through venturing into agriculture. Do not forget, I am the Unilorin Farmboy, the number one farmer. And once again, thank you to the Aloe Foundation and the leadership of this great platform for granting me the opportunity to sit down with you and answer these loving and great questions. See you at the top. I am the Unilorin Farmboy. Bye.